Rick Ross and the mom of his three youngest youngsters can also additionally now not be together, however it seems like they're doing their element in relation to co-parenting. In an Instagram put up on Wednesday, December 21, Ross became visible gifting his ex Brianna Camille with a diamond necklace. In her caption, Camille expressed appreciation for the gesture, however made certain to observe that it wouldn't result in something further. "Give me my roses and hearts even as I'm here. These children be kicking my butt," Camille wrote. Fresh begins simply identifying this co-parenting element. "PSU nevertheless ain't getting none, so don't even reflect on consideration on it. At Rich Forever things weren't continually so amicable, however." While pregnant with their one-third infant in May of 2020, Brianna, Camille filed a lawsuit in opposition to Rick Ross for each brief and everlasting infant aid for his or her youngsters. She became additionally looking for to have her legal professionals' charges taken care of. In response, Ross reportedly requested to have the case thrown out, together along with his legal professional, noting that he'd been consistently assisting his youngsters. 2 months later, a legal professional for each Ross and Camille filed files asking to delay a scheduled infant aid listening to in order that they could amicably resolve an out-of-courtroom docket agreement on their own. TMZ reviews a deal got here some months after that, with Ross agreeing to pay $11,000 a month for his or her daughter and sons. The MMG rapper is now relationship media character Vina Pretty VXL. Rumors of the two being a pair floated round for months, and at some point of her go-to to Revolt's Black Girl stuff in advance this month, V showed they had been certainly a pair. According to the media character, Ross's boss-like personality and elite management traits are what attracted her to him. "It's the boss," V stated. "I assume it's the boss in him. I simply assume he's like, you understand, I like men who lead. So whilst you're a leader, you may step to me, you understand?" But again, in relation to Ross is the kind of man or woman who you study and also you simply admire, you're stimulated by, she continued. "Like, I wanna do what you're doing, so educate me." So with inside the lower back end, I'm a scholar to the sport as well. In case you overlooked it, Rick Ross observed simply how huge Keith Lee is on EW Dynamite this week. "I were given up near on Keith Lee and found out how huge his traps became," Ross stated. "Me up near him, he seems like he weighs among 360 to 370 on Wednesday." Ross mediated a phase among Lee and Swerve Strickland and remarked out loud that Lee is a huge motherfucker, one which went uncensored at some point of the Stay broadcast. Bully Ray requested Ross extra approximately his exquisite remark. "It became a present for me to be there, however I love you, however it became a massive present, and once I were given in there, I can also additionally have had different matters on my mind, however, whilst Keith Lee grew to become his lower back to me, and I found out the dimensions and width of his shoulders and his trapezoids, I simply needed to explicit my heart. He is a huge motherfucker. He absolutely is." Ross then teased Destiny appearances with Inside the Enterprise as he likes the owner. "It's a great hazard that he gets extra gifts. I like Tony Khan. Tony Khan is a groovy motherfucker, you understand what I mean? I sense the energy. One time for all of the actual wrestling enthusiasts. One time for all of the actual enthusiasts that stood out with Inside the Bloodless to make it internal that arena. The ones who put on their plastic masks, those who drag their belts at the cement as they stroll into the arena. I love you men." Co-host Tommy Dreamer requested Ross if he's a wrestling fan. "Of course, I am. What sort of query is that? I commenced looking wrestling, my grandmother used to have me looking wrestling. She used to chunk snuff and watch wrestling lower back whilst the wrestlers had been barefoot. They did not put on footwear, in case you understand what I'm speaking approximately," he stated, even as including that he considers Jimmy Snuka a legend. The first time Rick Ross regarded on EW television in a behind-the-scenes phase with the group then referred to as Swerve in Our Glory, he went only a little bit viral for affirming that Keith Lee's phrases in the direction of Swerve Strickland had been not anything, however, accusations. False accusations. The phase, which swiftly have become a meme, GIF, and standalone YouTube video, has due to the fact been utilized by Ben Simmons, grow to be a fixture of Twitter feedback sections. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. If you found the video interesting, please like and also comment.